Hi, I'm Paris from Rainy Day Dreamers. Trying out a little different kind of video here. Hope you find it entertaining. Please let me know in the comments down below whether you found it interesting and would like to see more videos like this. Thanks very much to my talented friend, Curious Snail, who did the sketches for this video. She has a very interesting take on the world, and you can check that out on her Instagram account, which is linked to right below this video. So after the little intro here, you won't see me reading the story to you. You'll hear me and you'll see her sketches. Again, when you're done, please let us know in the description box. What did you think of these? Would you like to see some more?
Rainy Day Dreamers. Rainy Day Dreamers.
There's a custom in Japan for the men to have a kind of neighborhood party on New Year's Eve. Of course, it's cold out in most of Japan on December 31st, so there's a special drink that they pretty much mix up in a barrel over an open fire. It's a fermented rice drink. It's sweet but very raw, like alcohol brewed up in a hurry. Not sure what proof it is, but a couple of cups in me had me feeling very smiley and tolerant. It's not like I had gone to attend the neighborhood party. It was just that I was walking back home from the train station on New Year's Eve, and this men's club decided they wanted to share some Japanese culture with the new to the neighborhood foreigner. So they called me over as I was walking by, and in halting, broken English, and with lots of gestures, encouraged me to partake of the warm, creamy white liquid being stirred in a barrel over the fire. As we all grunted our appreciation for the cold, clear night and the warm drink that burned in the belly, and for another year gone, a new one about to begin, my fairly thick, dark beard became an object of discussion. Finally, one of the obviously drunk, middle-aged men came up to me and pointed to my beard in a way of asking permission, and when I didn't understand what he wanted, went ahead and gently stroked my beard. It seemed the characteristic he was most interested in was the texture of the hair. Emboldened by the first guy just going ahead and touching my beard, his friend came up and took his turn. After a minute, the two of them just looked at each other and grunted their approval. What followed was laughing, more drinking, and then some picture taking. The night the foreigner joined their New Year's Eve party, and they got to touch a beard. I wonder if it made the local newspaper. The second time was also on my way walking, this time from my home to the train station. It was a bit of a walk. It took 20 to 25 minutes, maybe a mile and a half. It was daytime for this incident, and there wasn't any drinking involved, certainly not on my part. As I started up the hill that lay between my apartment and the train station, a neighborhood guy who was just leaning on his car asked something to me along the lines of whether I was going to the train station. He indicated that he was going that way, and would I like a ride? Trying to be a friendly neighbor, I smiled and agreed, and he motioned for me to get into the passenger seat of the car. Now, Japanese cars are small. The roads there are narrow, and the people tend to be shorter and narrower than the average American. So I was a little cramped in the front seat of the car and was basically sitting shoulder to shoulder with him. He said something that I assumed meant, "Let's get going," or the like, and he pulled away from the curb. As he drove, he kept looking over at me, at my face, which was only like 18 inches from his. After a couple of minutes, he pulled over to the curb and asked me something which I didn't understand. And, undeterred by not receiving permission, he reached up with both hands and had a good feel of both sides of my beard. I looked at his face for signs he intended to pull my face to his and kiss me or something, but no, just focused with intense curiosity on my beard. After he had had his fill, he grunted, put his hands back on the steering wheel, pulled away from the curb, and drove without speaking more than a word or two more the few minutes to the drop-off point in front of the train station, where he left me with a wave and a "see ya." I'm guessing. For all I know, he could have said, "Don't tell the neighbors about this." And I never did. I also started walking a different way to the train station, so I wouldn't have to go down his street again.